Boys, go. Hey, go on that side of the truck, please.
Hello, everybody. I think we're live this morning. I missed seeing you guys last week. Yes, we're live. Okay. I missed seeing you guys last week. I am telling you, I got like a crazy stomach bug, and my immune system definitely needed a lot of support. And oh, there we go. I don't need that. Thank you. And so welcome to all of you. I'm hoping I am signed into Evernote now. Yes. Okay. Welcome to all of you who are watching on the replay or the recording. You're going to want to stick around for this because we're going to be talking about genetics and 23andMe today. It's kind of gotten a lot of buzz over the last few years. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that today. And for those of you who are new to our channel, welcome to you. Welcome to you from Stone Mountain Campground in Atlanta, Georgia. And I've got my mushroom coffee here. Okay, a little tip for you guys who are just joining in at the beginning. Four Sigmatic. Have you heard of this brand? This is a plug for them, but I'm not getting anything for this. I just love their stuff. There are powerful mushrooms. Now, these don't taste like mushrooms, okay? So before you get all crazy about that, because I don't like the taste of mushrooms either, but there are several types of mushrooms, especially chaga mushroom, and I'm not sure how you say this, but reishi mushroom, that are powerful antioxidants. And this one is a brand new one that I found the other day called Chai Latte Mix. So I'm trying that for the first time this morning with my collagen. It's really great. And I've got some oils added in here too to give it a little bit more oomph. So my name's Amy Miller. I'm a crunchy mom and a researcher of all things natural for a little over a decade. And together with my husband, we are the founders of 3 Life Essentials. We advocate wellness in all areas of our lives, from our spiritual health, our health care, and in our lifestyle. And I'm also, just to give you a little bit of background, my background is in speech language pathology. So I love to be research minded and science based. And our team across the country is on a mission to help other people with their health. And if this is something that resonates with you, if you love helping people and love helping people with their health, or you are on a health mission yourself and a health and wellness journey, then reach out to us. Maybe you'll be a great fit for our team. So this is Free Friday. This is a weekly series on Fridays that we address freedom to live life more fully and more abundantly. Now, it's a little chilly here this morning, and I've got my space heater down here because I got to warm up. So now I can't see your comments here. So if you're joining live, say hello. Let me know where you're joining in from. Let me see if I'm able to, hey, Casey, I have been thinking about you. I'm going to reach out to you. You have been on my mind recently. And so I'm glad you're on today. Okay, so today I'm going to walk you through my 23andMe results and one change that I've made in my daily routine and why. But today we're going to be free from worry, free from being a victim of our DNA, free from free radicals, free to be proactive and to take action. So now if you're hearing some noises around me, we're at a campground that's pretty busy. People are coming in for the weekend. And so if you're watching this today and you have some friends that you want them to have their best year ever in 2019, give this video a share. If you know somebody who's into ancestry stuff and DNA and genetics and health, then go ahead and click the share button. Okay, so I'm going to pull this down here, and I'm going to share my screen here with you. So I'm curious, how many of you have taken or wanted to take? So if you have taken the 23andMe genetic testing, you just submit your saliva and they tell a lot of things about your genetics and things like that. If you have done that, I want you to put a 1 in the comments. If you have been wanting to do it, put a 2 in the comments. Because I'm curious how many of you have been looking into this topic. So what you do is you submit a saliva sample, you send it off, and what they send you back are some information on your ancestry, which a lot of people are intrigued about and interested in. They send you information about your health and your DNA, and what some genetic markers are that you have. And then you can also agree to participate in research if you want and things like that. I mostly wanted to do this for 2 reasons. The first reason I really wanted to do this was really kind of more just to find out a little bit more about genetic markers and any predisposition towards genetic markers like MTHFR. If you're not familiar with that, you definitely want to get familiar with that because a large part of the population has that gene mutation. And depending on the type of gene mutation that you have, it can affect your ability to detoxify, which, let's face it, in this day and age, the amount of toxins that we're exposed to, that can be a big deal. So, hey, Buford, good to see you. From Tomball, good to see that you're on here today. So Casey and Buford, have you done the 23andMe test, or have you been intrigued by it, or know somebody who has taken it? I'm curious. Okay, so that's what happens when you send it off. I mostly wanted to find out from genetic markers, genetic standpoint, health standpoint, and then see what to do moving forward. Now, something else I'm also considering is once you take the 23andMe test, you can also submit your results to something called DNA Fit. And what DNA Fit does is, in fact, actually, I'm going to look it up here because they tell a little bit more about your fitness level based on your genetics. So they will share results about what types of fitness your body will respond well to. They'll also tell you a little bit more about your specific. Their website is kind of glitching right now, so let me see if I can get it to work here. They also will tell you a little bit more about well, maybe they won't tell you. Their website is not working for me right now. But so what they do also tell you is a little bit more about foods and how those interact with your body. And so, but from a genetic perspective. So that's really cool. And so let me know, what do you think? Do you think I should do the DNA Fit testing as well? It's $79 add-on to find out that information as well. So put DNA Fit in the comments if you think that I should also plug in for those results as well. And I'll share those whenever I get those if I do that. Okay, so let me show you the results, give you a little bit of insight into the 23andMe. Here it is. Okay, can you guys see that screen? Okay, so this is where the 23andMe is where you go and log in once you have submitted your results. And you'll see here at the top, it talks about your ancestry, and it will give you kind of your ancestry overview and ancestry reports. And you can also connect with people that you think might be your relatives that share some of the same DNA or same family members. I've actually had 1,100 relatives found that were mostly third and fourth cousins that have been published on here. So if you like ancestry kinds of information, this might be something really intriguing to you. I have friends who have also used similar tests to this to actually track down biological parents, friends who've been adopted. So it's also another really great way to track down that information for yourself. I didn't really use it for that, although it was nice to have that information. Nothing was really surprising to me in there. You know, my heritage is mostly Irish, which was not surprising to me with my very fair skin, and lots of relatives who have very fair skin and blonde hair or red hair, even though I don't have blonde hair. And so that was not surprising to me. Then it goes over your health report. It goes over a health overview, and then any predispositions that you have, your overall wellness, some interesting like character traits and things like that, like whether or not your genetics lends towards getting more mosquito bites or less mosquito bites, and things like that. Hi, Betty. Good to see you on here today, too. And then it'll give you some information if you want to participate in any of the research stuff. So I'm going to go here to the health section and show you here. I think it is on the health predisposition, but I'm going to go here to the, oh, it looks like it says I'm not signed in. So I'm going to sign in here real quick. Okay. So what kind of information it will give you is when I click on the, so here it is in the health predisposition, you'll notice here that one thing that did come up for me was an increased risk for age-related macular degeneration, which you guys know that is related to your eyesight. And so it will give you different reports and things like that. Well, based on that information, I don't want to live my life in fear or live my life thinking I'm going to worry about this. I want to be proactive. Okay. So now you guys may have seen probably 4 or 5 months ago back on our Instagram page, I shared some information about some things that I was doing already for my eyesight. Now, when you look up macular degeneration, you find that what is needed to help combat something like that in a proactive way. Anybody happen to know what is really great? Antioxidants. Antioxidants. And you guys know that fruits and vegetables are high in antioxidants. Lots of food sources are high in antioxidants, but also essential oils are very high in antioxidants. Now, this just says that I have a genetic predisposition. That does not say that I'm going to get this or that I have to be a victim of this, but I can be proactive about it. So, anybody happen to know what has the highest antioxidants on the entire planet is? Anybody want to guess? Anybody who guessed clove? Clove bud is right. Clove buds have the highest antioxidants of anything on the planet, much higher than blueberries, pomegranates, any of those high antioxidants, which is why this particular oil is in so many different things that doTERRA carries. You can find clove in the Alpha CRS supplement, wellness supplement, and you can also find it in the Microplex MVP, which are doTERRA's #1 selling products. So I'm already taking clove on a regular basis. However, I want to bump it up because I have this increased risk. Okay. Now, also this particular blend, this particular oil is also in your On Guard Protective Blend. It's also in the DDR Prime Cellular Complex Blend. Now, when you understand about antioxidants and how they can help with the aging process and how they can help protect your cells, it makes sense why this particular oil is inside these blends. So if you guys happen to see my Instagram account probably 4 or 5 months ago, I showed, and I think it's actually, if you go on Instagram, you can see it in the highlights section. But I was already using the DDR Prime Blend, which has clove in it, in a roller bottle around my eyes. I've already been doing that for probably 6 to 8 months. So what I'm doing now is, and I love these little tools that doTERRA has to keep you from having to ruin your nails with removing tops from roller bottles. But not only am I putting the DDR Prime inside this roller bottle, I only put about 5 drops in there because I had a little bit left still in the bottle, but I usually use about 7 to 10 drops. And then I'm gonna add now some extra clove, okay? Now, clove is a very spicy oil, okay? So I'm not gonna put as much as I normally would in this roller bottle because of the spiciness and because of the sensitivity of the area, about this bony area that I'm gonna be putting it on. So I'm actually only gonna put about 2 more drops in there. And then I'm just gonna add my coconut oil, pump that in. I love these little pumps too. Makes it super easy to make your roller bottles. And let's just face it, if it's not convenient, I'm not gonna do it. And then I'm just gonna put my top back on. And I'm just gonna kind of give it a little, you can see it's kind of brownish on the bottom because I've had the DDR Prime in there. It's got some really powerful oils that in there that kind of leave like a little bit of a residue. And then I'm just going to, on a morning and night basis, just part of my facial routine, I'm just gonna apply that right onto the bony part of my eye. And that's giving my body not only internal antioxidants that I'm taking in my supplements, but now I'm actually putting it exactly to the area of concern. And so I don't have to look at the results of something like that and just go, well, I'm doomed, or destiny is just going to have its way, or genetics are going to have its way. No, there's things I can do proactively to address these needs. So I'm curious if any of you have taken the 23andMe tests. What would you do? What are you wondering mostly about? If you would take them, what would you want to know most about? And I also want to know if you guys think I should do the DNA Fit add-on as well. Now, I am about to sign off here, but I want to hear from you guys about this topic. And next week, I'm going to join you. Actually, today's an exciting day in our house because we are going to be making kombucha. So I want to hear from you if you have heard of kombucha. And if you do, if you have, do you love it? We're going to be making it now on an ongoing basis to add more to more in our health journey and in our wellness journey. And so if you are interested about kombucha and want to know more about it, let us know. Just type in the comments kombucha, and we'll consider doing one, a kombucha segment on our Free Friday series as well. But next week, we're going to be covering a totally different topic. If you have been looking for ways to maybe enhance your lips, or maybe you're wanting to use some makeups and things like that, but you don't want to have all the toxins added, I've got you covered with this, okay? We're gonna be talking through some different options that you have that you can enhance that area without having to, and still feel beautiful without having to add a bunch of toxins onto your body and burden your body even more. So thank you guys for joining me today. You can see I've got crazy kids going behind me. They're having fun right now. Okay, so thank you guys for joining me, and we'll see you guys right here next week.